hoping that this little conversation and this little insight into what is going on in this mind for the past 70 years is or can be of some use. To be able to involve yourself in all of these different rhythmic cultures, one must have that livability. You know, and livability allows you to create a flow between the different changes, the different rhythm patterns, the different times that you're challenged with in the course of projecting environmental rhythms. Environmental rhythms encompass
What is that? Yeah.
encompasses rhythms from everything that you have ever studied or conceived of, and you live your environment. Everything that goes on in your environment become an integral part of your drumming.
Okay.
Your drumming style. You rely on your environment to feed your ego, so to speak.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The rhythm itself comes from the cosmos. You understand?
Okay.
And it's sent from the cosmos to connect. You understand, with the environment that you're living in.
Okay.
It's all about harmony.
Okay.
Harmony in life, harmony in your existence with your environment, and the scene of the unseen scene.
The scene of the unseen
Scene, yes.
Okay.
That which you know not.
Okay.
That which you know not, but is there to feed you what you need to know.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Beautiful.
I mean, it's like nobody knows nobody.
Hmm.
I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am.
Hmm.
But we have a level of communication
Okay.
that will do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To get us through
Right.
to whatever it is we're trying to achieve
Right.
through each other, with each other,
Yeah.
or from distant observation.
Okay. Okay. So how do you move? Could you say something about how you would move from a rhythm? What is that process of something that comes to you in the manner you describe to where it manifests itself acoustically?
Well, that part comes when you are first you rely upon what is already there stored in your conscious.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you run out of that, you have to go to what we call reaching.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to reach for the rest.
Yeah, that's the cosmos calling another way.
Yeah, because the rest is out there saying, "Get me if you can."
Yeah.
You know,
right.
And it takes to reach. It takes the vibes, the desire, the wanting. You understand, and that's got to be strong enough to, like a magnet, just suck in those other rhythms that are laying out there, waiting to be played by you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it drops on you, you know what I'm saying? You grab it and you deliver. You know. Now, as far as what you play when you reach, now when the reaching usually comes after you've laid down your basic structure now, and you need some ad-libability now. This is where ad-libability clicks in.
All right, thank
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're out there in space.
Okay.
You understand? Waiting for something to happen.
Right.
And while something has happened, you got to ad-lib.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You dig it? You got to bridge the gap.
You got to do this
until the gap is bridged.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until the gap can be bridged with that special thought that you want to bring in. Because you're building up to that special thought. Right. It's always that, we call it dynamics.
Dynamics. Okay.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Dynamics.
Yeah.
You're trying to reach a certain dynamic. And you can't get that dynamic until you reach out there and pull the dynamic in.
Yeah.
Now the dynamics is going to make all these little seemingly frivolous things you're doing down here.
Okay.
It's going to give it the importance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Coloration.
Yes, coloration, importance. This is going to connect whoever is listening to what you're doing, because they're having a clue. Until you pull the connecting points out of the cosmos and add it to the recipe. And everybody get a taste and it says, yeah. You know, it's just like that.
Yeah.
Like going from hip hop to bebop.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mix it up.
Yeah.
You know, funk it. I'd like to hear some of the rappers play some of these rhythms, because their thing is so basic and seemingly mundane, you know. They're not getting into nothing really slick. I'd like to hear a rapper really rap with a bebop, hip-hop concept.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because they like to put little triple words and things into their phrasing, you know what I'm saying? You know, something that in the old days wasn't even considered as part of a poetic move. You understand? To put triple words in there, to make a rhythm. But then getting back to environmental rhythm, you know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about.
Language, and you're talking about language.
Ad-libability.
Because that language is in the drums too.
Ad-libability.
Yeah, you know?
yeah. But the ad-libability of the rapper saying, you know what I'm saying, applying things saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's like in poetry, it's usually a straight read or something that rhymes, you know what I'm saying? But the rappers are putting a different twist, a different spin on the whole concept of rhyme.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that spin is a rhythmic spin.
Yeah.
Rhythm that's turned into words.
Yeah.
You understand? To be delivered on the same order as the drum, but then the drum has to play very basic under them for them to seemingly achieve that.
Right.
If a drummer was playing something really slick around that, it would give another feeling. You know, another groove.
You're talking about dialogue.
And I think it eventually it's going to reach that, you know, because there's no other way to go. You can't just hang in one old boom bop all your life. You got to move up.
Right.
You got to move out.
Right.
Expansion, you know what I'm saying? That's what the Christ said. Expansion.
Okay.
Expand.
Yeah.
Expand your horizon, you know. Do it.
So what's another language you think that would be, that you were talking before about all combining different drum languages?
Well, when I play, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing when I'm playing, you know. You know, mixing it up. That's what it's about. Mixing it up. You don't know what's coming next. You know. It's on the tip of your tongue, and you got to spit it off.
Ad-libability. Yeah,
ad-libability. It's all ad-lib. You know, ad-libbing a piece. And in the case of a drummer, when a drummer is playing a melodic structure, he's ad-libbing in order to make that structure a reality coming from the rhythm perspective.
Okay.
You know, trying to manipulate and assimilate the rhythms so that you can almost hear the melody in it.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and in order to get people to hear that melody, you have to ad-lib all the little pieces and nuances that it takes to pull this melody together, since you're not playing a melodic instrument.
Right. Yeah, but that required another thinking of how finger manipulation.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Because that has to come out.
You're manipulating a rhythm to the point of hearing the actual melody that you're playing.
All right.
Whether that melody is being played or not, you can do it in solo and make people hear it.
That's form.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Knucklehead. Am I knucklehead?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So how does that? So how would that?
That's what I was just playing.
what's the vocal? What's the vocal from that?
It's like
Okay. Okay.
You dig it? Ba ba ba.
Yeah. Beautiful singing.
Yeah, you run it. You know, you just
Yeah.
run it.
Yeah.
You just follow,
Okay.
hopping, skipping, and jumping all the way. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
But ad-lib ability is absolutely necessary to any drummer. If he doesn't have the ability to ad-lib, he's in trouble. And you got some people that really don't understand what ad-libbing is about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Impromptu. You know?
Yeah.
You know, ad-lib ability.
But there's something about the way you evolved your approach that allows for the freedom for that to happen with your hands. That's something I find was like an original contribution.
But first of all, you got to be a two-handed drummer. A lot of drummers are one-handed drummers.
Okay.
And I say one-handed. They use both hands, but they don't use both hands as equal as they should. The hands should be used as equal as possible. And you got to understand that it's a yin and yang process with the hands. You know what I'm saying? For every two, the other hand got to do one to make it valid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, you went through a lot of places there.
Well, you know,
That was a journey.
it was nothing to reach for, really.
Okay.
That was in the vocabulary.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So ad-lib ability.
Yeah, getting back to ad-lib-ability, you know, what we were speaking of, take, for instance, when I did the set with you and the Go Organic Orchestra.
Okay.
That, to me, was the epitome of ad-lib-ability. Because, first of all, to be able to ad-lib the way we did, you would have to write the composition, and I come in and I play it without ever hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Your strongest performance is done when you're under a certain amount of the rest.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're listening now, you're focusing.
Right.
And I think the example of that ad-libability video, for which you're going to show later on this program,
Mm-hmm.
will give the clear picture of what it takes to ad-lib. And I can say that I had never played the composition prior to this set. It's all ad-lib. And you wrote the way you wrote that composition. That composition was designed for ad-lib.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the conducting was done ad-libability.
Yes.
Because most of what you're hearing the orchestra play was a spontaneous reaction of how I was hearing you.
Right.
Same way you were hearing
So we
me.
were all ad-libbing, you know?
Yeah.
It was going around in a circle, you know?
Dialogic.
We were feeding totally off each other.
Yeah.
And coming up with beautiful hits. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoyed that immensely.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoy ad-libability with Go Organic Orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Rudolph.
And Big Black on the congos.
Yeah.